I will never stop. Much as sometimes I get annoyed, you know,
Yeah.
I get very angry. But I'll not stop at looking in at that camera and tell anybody who meets Chief Justice, Justice Mother Kome, please, the judiciary is critical.
Okay.
In a society that wants to be orderly, you know, so that we are not a jungle state.
Yeah.
I want the judiciary to be careful as they handle matters, especially matters to do with politics. So for the judiciary, you have your role to play. That is your line. You have independence. You do your work, but listen to people like us who love this country. It's important for the judiciary to know the limits and how not to interfere in certain things that will make Kenyans annoyed. That's for the judiciary. The IBC is bound to listen only to Q. So unless somebody is challenging that bit of it in court, then IBC should ignore that person and just listen to Q.
According to IBC today, they said that the issue was resolved by the disputes tribunal within IEBC. Now, is this a case of commissions fighting each other? What is happening there?
Then IBC cannot even run this election. If they are being this, sometimes I want to use some words that have a problem. Somebody went to court, to the tribunal, to challenge the authenticity of Sakaja's degree.
Okay.
And it was very simple. IBC does not have the powers, the wherewithal, the tools, the instruments. You know, we can continue on and on to say this degree is genuine or not. That's how it ended. But the law says they listen to somebody who has the power, the instrument, the legal standing, the authority, and that is Q. So you say you don't have. So that is fine. That ruling was fine, that you didn't have. Now that the person who has, and by law you are supposed to listen to that person who is Q, he tells you this is not a degree. What else do you this kind of things will kill this country. You know me, I have looked at the world throughout ages and history. There used to be a book we used to learn to read, Man, Civilization and Conquest, something like that. Or Man Through 2,000 Years, Human Civilization 2000. I know these things. I'm not an historian, but my friend, I'm informed. I know the countries that have collapsed in recent history. I know the sort of things that make countries collapse. I know what leads to lawlessness. I know what takes people to streets. It's never the big things. It is people get something like happened in Tunisia when a young man was slapped by a Kanjo Askari and he doused himself in petrol or something and he set himself on fire. That was the beginning of the Arab Springs. Everything just went from bad to worse and things. So when I say I know what I'm talking about, let IBC not do that. Once you have been told this is your role, let it move the way it's moving. I finished the IBC, I finished the judiciary. Sakaja is my son. When you are in a hole, stop digging. People are using you to fight their wars. They will leave you dry. When you continue digging, this thing will cave in the walls. Na itakufunika. The people will go on with their business. They will have become president or they will not have become. But they are using you to fight. My advice to Johnson Sakaja, take a telephone call and call Igade. Tell him, my brother, we are young people. Any of us could have run this city. It is your time, run this city. I'm going to make a comeback. To the people of Nairobi and Kenya, as young men, we make a few mistakes. It is written in the Bible. When I was a young man, when I was a child, I did what children do. Well, something with that, you know? I have made a few of my own mistakes. I've had my successes in life. There are mistakes I made. My own son did the same, what Sakaja has done. He only graduated later because I was a lecturer there. So Sakaja can go back to the University of Nairobi and finish whatever there is to finish. If actual sons, I'm a rustic kidogo sababu ya pesa mingi na siasa, he can ask the university to change the degree program. Now to this management, which is now easier perhaps. And the university will listen to him, and in 3 years he will have a degree. He has money, he can go to a prestigious university in America. He can do online studies with universities from South Africa like UNISA. But it must be something that you, after 2-3 years, as he's nearing finishing, he will make a comeback. And Sakaja will begin to advise young men. We all make mistakes. The important thing is to discover when you have made a mistake and pick your pieces. He will be, Sakaja has a dream to be even president of this country. And I have no doubt he can make it. When you are a young man or a kid, you do things which children do. Accept you made a mistake. You went to the University of Nairobi. Instead of studying, you went to make some money, to do some business, to eat life. And you have achieved something in life. Just go back. Let me finish by saying this, and somebody should tell Sakaja if he's not working. I was on a TV show, and I said this. Once you are impeached, the law says you are gone. And it's terminal. It can't change.
Yeah.
So some young lady I know from my county, she texted me on WhatsApp and said, Manyora, a young person like me, I was impeached by the County Assembly of Vihiga.
Okay.
Let me mention it because it's obvious and everybody knows. Am I condemned to life? I say that is tricky. You need to petition, people need to petition Parliament. Shortly after, I had people saying what I had said again.
Okay.
Why can't we say those who have been impeached, they can be home for a specific period of time? Now, why am I driving? I'm driving to Sakaja. And I'm saying, unless the law is changed, whether you win this election or not, the governor who didn't have a degree, there are two of them, why the Supreme Court did not nullify their election, saying we will be disturbing the voter? Is it because what had been submitted to the Supreme Court was a petition? Okay. What will be submitted to the court will not be a petition in the case of Sakaja. It will be the lies he told about the University of Nairobi, from the University of Nairobi. Okay. And there is evidence. It will be about Team University because the investigation will have proved he didn't have a degree. It will be the finding of this case in the High Court, and somebody will be going for integrity. Oh, you get what I'm saying? He will be finished politically. He will never come back. Let him listen to his father.
So he can win and still get impeached.
In any case, not impeached. That impeachment route has been blocked by the Supreme Court. Oh. In the case of, was it Wajia or It's one of those ones. Yeah. Wajia. Yeah. In the case of the Supreme Court, say, well, this man has no degree. Yeah. But now it's too late. What? Yeah. There was, I think, the same somewhere. I think so that is already something you can't change, maybe. The Supreme Court may change. Yes. But I'm saying on matters of integrity, after it will be proved, actually teams never gave him a degree. Because it will be proved in the fullness of time. It may not be proved in time for him to be stopped to run. Yeah. But the more fundamental thing to Sakaja, he has a future. Think about your future. In any case, there is no way Sakaja will beat Igade. So he's wasting his time.
Oh, come on. Yeah, he's leading in the recent polls.
The Azimio brigade has not come out. When they come out, the game is decided.
we have 38 days to go. When will they come out?
You only need a week. Let me ask you. Nairobi.
Not yet.
So keep quiet.
Let me ask you this. We have a disputes tribunal within IEBC. Yes. What is then its role if there is
to listen to disputes? The dispute brought before it in the matters of Sakaja and also others, Ovinya Ndeti and also others. Yeah. It was not just those two. Yeah. Was about the authenticity of their papers. IBC rightly said we do not have the power to know whose degree is genuine or not. Okay. So that matter ends there. Oh. But the law demands of IBC that for every degree that is not earned in Kenya, a foreign degree must be authenticated by Q. Okay. Q can authenticate but revoke, because even as they authenticate, they tell you there's a rider there. We can revoke. Oh. It is rare as they give you that. They give you the papers. Yes. Unatoka huko unacheka, una smile, unapeleka kwa IBC. Lakini pale in print imeandikwa we can revoke. So simple.
Let me ask you this. Has Sakaja's logic now been tainted? Do you think voters will care?
He should stop where he has reached.
I was seeing, I saw a tweet by Miguna saying he's tired of these lies from Sakaja. Is that the situation now?
My advice, I hope somebody records this thing. My advice to Sakaja is what will last. Get out of this election. Ask IBC, tell them you are not, don't put my name on the ballot, call Legade and congratulate him. My friend, even the same way Legade, you will remove him in 2027. And you can climb up to president. Making mistakes as a young man is common. Hata kina Obama wasema walivuta kabangi kidogo.
It's common.
Talking of life sentences, I tried to help a young man to get certificate of good conduct. When I entered DCIA, I was shocked. That once you have records, ulifungwa hata kama ni siku moja, it used to be, it can never be changed. Hata ulipatikana na msokoto moja hii kitu ya nani? Tingiza miti ama tingiza mti. Ulitingiza tu mara moja na ukapatikana. Ukafungwa 3 months. Your records are there. It used to be permanent. You know what it is today? 20 years. You can never get a certificate of good conduct. This is a boy who has finished college. He can never be employed as a teacher because he cannot get certificate of good conduct. So, this is life jail, life prison. That's former CEC from Viga. She put the case so well. And you can't even say the MCAs were right. I come from there. Then you are condemned. You never stand, you never get any public office. You get what I'm saying? Sakaja should avoid that route. By pulling out of this. People are using to fight their wars. I'm old enough to know it. Let's leave it there.
Finally, on this issue, Chebukati now says he's going to continue with the printing of papers. Sakaja is probably going to be there because up to now he hasn't been. He's probably going to be there. I always said Sakaja will be there because I know our courts. What will we be seeing with Chebukati now? Because we're supposed to trust him. We're supposed to trust what he does.
He doesn't inspire confidence. Chebukati doesn't know his job. He's not the kind of man who can run an election in a country like Kenya. You need to be a tough man. You make tough decisions. When you are given a job like that, you are given and you make very tough decisions. Sometimes very uncomfortable decisions.
You don't care.
Yeah. So if it is, by law is Q, only Q will tell you this is a degree or it's not a degree. When they say it's not a degree, you stop there yourself.
That's where you should be.
You just stop there.